Up next on Live It Up, I talk to a fellow Midwesterner who really knows how to live life. With us now is Sam, and we've been talking about life. He is with Online Trading Academy, and he's got a great story to share. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Great to be here, thanks.
So we talked about the fact that we're both Midwesterners.
We are.
I'm from St. Louis, and you're from?
Chicago.
Yay, the Windy City. Tell us about Online Trading Academy and what it is at its roots.
Online Trading Academy started about 20 years ago. We have campuses now all over the world. We have hundreds of thousands of people that have experienced our education. And really, we're in business to change people's lives. You've got the big important factors in people's lives, healthcare and financial and this, and, we cover the financial part of that. Really, if you had to sum it up, we're really empowering people to have complete control of time and choices in their life, because that's kind of what it's all about.
One of the things we talked about too prior was about the price of things, like people just knowing what the price of things are. And you were talking about your philosophy behind that.
Yeah, so most people that come through our doors these days, years ago it was, mainly experienced traders, maybe 80% that, 20% new people. Now it's completely flipped, and it's the average person coming to our campuses all around the world, and they. It's interesting because unemployment is so low, stock market's near all-time highs, yet everybody's further and further away from retirement. So it all comes down to making smart financial choices. And what you realize first is people don't really understand the financial markets, just basic decisions. And price is the biggest one. For example, you think about how you buy anything in life, right? You go to the store, your grocery list, anywhere. You're always looking at price. Everyone's looking at price, right? You buy art, anything. But the one place where nobody considers price is their investments. They just, if you're in the 401k program on the 1st and 15th of every month, it's like an auto draft from your account into the stock market.
Yeah, the money's just going right in.
Yeah,
right.
if you have a financial advisor, it's just put as much money as you can as fast as you can. But nobody ever talks about price. You would never do that in other parts of your life. Yet, everybody, leaves their families for, the 40 years between school and retirement and works so hard, only to invest all that money with no regret. And then, that's the main reason why most people don't achieve the financial goals they need to live the retirement, life that they want.
My first thing that I ever bought was Disney. And the reason that I bought a piece of one, all I could afford at the time was one piece, was because they had a really cool stock certificate that had all the characters on it, right? But you're right, it all starts somewhere. And at what point do you feel somebody could come, utilize what you have? How does it work?
So it's really when they come to that realization. They either need more income,
okay,
right? So for more active side of, financial, trading, managing your finances, or it's the wealth bucket. They need more of that. Or some people are okay, but they need to learn how to protect downside risk in the markets. But it's interesting too, because now Wall Street does it right. The only thing they think about is price,
okay,
right? But the average investor doesn't. So, and it works out great for Wall Street. I'm not beating up Wall Street. They have a great business. How it works for Wall Street is, imagine that you had a business and your customers, you had them buying literally on auto draft, right? You could auto draft out your account, and twice a month they would buy from you, and you decide the price you want to sell it to them at, and they don't know, they don't care.
Right.
That's a great business. You can't lose, right?
Right.
That's how the average investor treats their, buys into the stock market. And so, that's the number one reason why people don't, again, live the life they want to live now and in retirement.
So somebody can go to your website, they can sign up for what? How can they utilize what you do?
Yeah, so we want to make sure that people coming to us are a good fit and that we're a good fit for them. So it all starts with a free workshop.
Okay.
And they can explore, we have a very rule-based, a lot of this is built around a patented rule-based strategy. Very simple, if you could follow simple rules, you could do okay, but not everybody can follow simple rules. So and we apply this strategy to short-term trading for income, long-term, wealth management, and everything in between. Stocks, futures, Forex, options, you name it. And it starts with a free half-day workshop to see if this is for you.
Very cool. On a personal note, my husband had passed away many years ago, but one of the things Tom always would tell me is that he used to day trade, and he did really, really well with things. But one of his simple rules was he wouldn't do anything before 10 o'clock you know, and then he would, you know, like he had these, exactly, it was just a piece of paper with
But he
handwritten
followed his
rules, but he
rules.
followed his rules, and it worked for him really very well. And before we wrap up, I just wanted to find out from you, Sam, about your why. Like, you know, talking about growing up, I was a Midwesterner, like I said, you are too. What did you see as a child that impacted you as a man today?
Yeah, what's driven me to do, you know, what I do for the Academy is, you know, growing up when I was very impressionable, a kid, teenager, you know, I saw my dad living the same life that most people live, kind of the 9-to-5 job that he really didn't like, didn't make enough money, everything was a struggle, was never happy. But at the same time, I saw my grandfather on my mom's side did very well in real estate and was really living life on his terms, complete control of time and choices. So as a kid, I don't know what was more powerful either. I knew I wanted that, but I also knew I didn't want that.
Okay.
And I think not wanting that was almost the bigger push, but I didn't know how I was going to get it. So living in Chicago, I had some friends that worked at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. This is going back a little ways. But once I got a taste of the financial markets, that was my ticket to that.
So the knowledge was freedom for you.
Yes, and
Made
now,
a big difference.
And now at the Academy, I mean, that is the goal.
Okay. To help people be able to be in charge of their own time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. It's not, yeah, the money is the way to get there, but ultimately our goal, complete control of time and choices.
Quality of life. And I know also in your spare time, you play hockey, you were
I
telling
do.
me, right? And so the strategy of that, you know, the winning game, you know, behind it all, like how you're going to angle things up and put it in, right? It's kind of
about
similar.
winning. Yeah,
It's all about
about
winning.
winning.
Excellent. Sam, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.
Wow. Stay tuned for more on Live It Up, impacting you to be in control of your life. Thanks for watching.